Hey guys, it is Marianne. Welcome to the Beyond the Barre podcast. Alrighty, cheers to tonight's episode, which is tonight for me, which is your workout RSVP'd. Let me take a sip. Then I'll tell you what I'm drinking. I'm a big fan of Cameron Diaz's wines. They're organic. I like the rosé. I decided this weekend to try the white blend, which is super light, and I'm really enjoying it. I think they're called Avalon. Also, shout out to my new lights that I put on my tree. I kind of feel like it's Christmas. I'm also sitting here in my sweats and my Ugg slippers. So again, it's not Christmas. It's Monday night, September 8th. Anyway, peeps, I am your guest tonight because we are going to talk about consistency. And who better to talk about that than me, okay? Because I try to stay super consistent with everything in my life. All right, this is consistency with your exercise. We are going to talk about how jumping in and out of live classes or into on-demand classes is dabbling. It is not being consistent. Dabbling is not going to make changes within yourself and your body. You know, it's going to make changes, consistency. So I am here to chat with you about how you can stay consistent with your exercises and the benefits. And yes, I do have my notes that I will be looking at from time to time to make sure I don't forget anything. So let's start with the newbie or the someone who doesn't feel like they can stay consistent because too much of their life gets in their way, and it's usually work or it's stress or it's you're tired or it's your family. However, if you start slow by scheduling in 15 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week, I promise you that is going to make a difference. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is really making a difference. How can I find the time to increase those increments? And you know what? You will be able to find the time, I promise you. So, prioritizing yourself is going to have so many benefits throughout your life and is totally going to benefit your family because you're going to show up better. You're going to show up sharper, okay? You are going to show up more present. You are going to be calmer, I promise, okay? So, how can we stay consistent? I am going to suggest, as in the words, or not really the words, in the actions of Lee Iacocca. Do we all know who he is? Okay, when my husband was first starting out in his career, he read his book. He wanted to see how this man was successful. One of the things he prioritized was every Sunday night, sitting down at his desk with his calendar, which probably then was a calendar people, which I love those things. And some of you still use them, calendaring out his week, how he could fit in different things, how he was going to structure his week to be successful. What better way for you to be successful with your workouts and staying consistent than to sit down and pencil it out or actually write it out, log it on to that Google Calendar, which is what I actually use. How can you stay consistent, you guys? How can you carve out time in your week? I already know one B4 babe, and I'm going to give her a shout out to Susan because Susan does sit down on Sunday night and she does sign up for her classes throughout the week. She's usually pretty consistent, 9.9 out of 10 times, sorry Susan, I'm using you as an example, with keeping what she schedules out. There are other B4 babes who do it monthly. But I'm not even talking about B4 classes. Of course, I want you to join my classes. Of course, I think they are great and they will benefit you guys. However, there's so much available to you, even at the least, at the minimum, getting outside for a walk or doing something within your own home. I'm about to start my own little squat challenge. I'm starting as soon as I'm done with you guys, which is 100 squats a night, and I'm going to do it 5 days a week, okay? For the next month is my challenge that I'm giving myself. But this isn't about me, people. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm saying to you, can you try to sit down and schedule in your classes throughout the week or how you're going to fit in wellness? Because I'm promising you, if you are working for a company, they promote wellness. So if you said to them, oh, I've got this time, 15 to 30 minutes blocked out in my calendar this day, they're going to be supportive of that because they already promote and support wellness within the company. I promise you they do. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to find that calendar. You're going to sit down. You are going to plan it out. You are going to show up. You are going to commit to it. And you know what's going to happen, you guys? I promise you, with your consistency, you are going to see differences. It is not about perfection. It is about you showing up time and time again for yourself. We take time to schedule out everything else in our life. We schedule out beauty appointments. We schedule out errands, family responsibilities, work responsibilities. Why is our mind and our body not on that list to schedule in or schedule out? Okay? Please make the commitment to yourself. Any way that I can help you, you guys know that I am here. So just give me a shout out if you need help, if you need advice. I'm here to lend it to you. So what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to get up and do some squats before I drink any more of this, but I'll probably have one more sip. You guys are going to figure out how you can schedule and be more consistent with your workouts. And I promise you, you're going to reap the benefits, okay? Cheers. I love you guys. I will see you hopefully, some of you hopefully soon, in a live class or on demand. Much love from me, you guys. All right, I'll see you guys soon.